So this is the 8th of September, week 5, I think. Yeah, week 5, um, day 4 at Barton. Problems of practice. Today I did my mini lesson with my babies, but I actually didn't know I was going to be doing the mini lesson when I walked in the door. Part of that is my fault. I didn't pick up on the fact that I will be doing all of vocabulary and spelling. Um, that's not something that it didn't key in my mind quick enough to know that that's the expectation. So definitely in the classroom, um, Miss Laney sat down and the kids were waiting, and a kid asked her, what are we supposed to be taking out? And she said, well, Mr. Taylor hasn't told you anything yet. I definitely felt like an idiot in that moment. Um, but, a lot of this training has come in, has been very useful. I essentially pulled a mini lesson out of the air. Um, and it was useful for the children and definitely connected to what was happening. And then I was able to consult the teacher text to find out what to do next. But that's not going to be a problem anymore. I have some lead 21 stuff at the house now that I will be consulting all the time. Um, I think I want to really just know what's happening in all the lessons at all the times. I'm definitely going to take a more proactive approach to that. And I think also it will help me in my reflections and help me as I take notes and observe Miss Laney. If I know going in what it is that she's teaching, then I'll have a better opportunity to really gain something more from the observations and experience. Also, this was the first time that I asked questions that could have possibly pushed our practice. I asked about the management challenges we've been having, um, and I asked about um, questioning whether it was intentional for her not to post an agenda anywhere in the classroom. Which I know for myself as a teacher and as a learner, it's very important to have an agenda because I know what to refer to. And then as a teacher, as a learner, it provides for me structure and it helps me to know what we're doing. And as a teacher, it helps me to stay on task. So I know that on Monday, I'm going to throw an agenda up there just to help me to keep pace. Um, Also, I mean that's really. Oh, and also we talked about the fact that the guided reading is not really guided reading for Lead 21. It's more like shared reading. She did encourage me to experiment with it. Next week I'll be sitting with a group of children for the whole week to work with them. Um, and she encouraged me to make it more like guided reading if that's what I would prefer, which I would. So I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely going to work on that. Um, that's really it for today. More on a personal note, the financial situation is being taken care of. I can give you more details, but pretty much what's going to happen is that I'm going to pay the $200, and they're going to take the restriction off, and then I'm going to pay the rest throughout the school year. Um, and more for my own edification because I've already explained it to you. Urban prep. Every time I experience urban prep, I I feel like I've been doused with cool water, and I need to see about that. Um, so I'm going to prepare a packet to send to them with the philosophy of education and updated philosophy in education. Um, a little, mock-ups of lessons or scheduled. I'm still working on it, and updated resume, and send it to Trey for his perusal, and then we can start talking about, um, you know, employment. Um, Also, I want to connect with the cohort 7 person who got a job at Urban Prep. I think there was someone to talk to them about their experience there, as well as, um, frankly, the pay, because a concern of mine. I know in CPS, I'd be making low 60s. If I'm looking at the pay scale correct, I'm looking at the Masters plus 30 step one. And for this year, the collective bargaining agreement is around 61,000. Um, whereas urban prep I've heard pays much less, and I don't know if that's a good concern to have. Um, but yeah, that's more for me. Um, but yeah, so we'll see how it goes. That's all I have for today. Nothing extraordinary. But yeah, signing off.